Well, hello and welcome everybody to the new health conversation. Um, I want to always talk to the censors and let them know, as always, at the new health conversation, we do not give out opinions. We don't give out claims. We only share real medical proof. And so that number one, it's safe. And number two, it's not something that we made up. It's backed. It's in the public domain. Anybody can go and look at the actual medical proof. So everything that we're sharing with everybody comes from real medical proof, not from opinions. And so I think it's really important that we stay within the community guidelines, which we do. We go out of our way to do that. We've also written 4 best-selling books. We've done our own real research. So anything we're stating is from our research. Hello, FlexJam. Hello, Mark P. Hello, Mimi, Ethan, Judy. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Well, you can see we got a little bit of a quiz going here. Do you think, any of you, that that's the same girl? You can see it's 30 days. So I really want to know if you think it's the same, because I've got people now that are just dumbfounded. I've got fitness trainers and people like that that are just, it's spinning their heads to think, is that real or is it fake? Is it AI? Is it Photoshopped? So I'd love for you all to just make a comment. What do you think about that? Again, look at what the thing to look at there is also look at her hips. Look at how she shrank. By the way, this is with no exercise allowed. She did not exercise. No one allowed to exercise in this whole thing. So there's Ethan, there's Judy, Christy, Summer, Shorty, Adele, Michelle. Thank you all. Thank you all. And if you like the content we're going to share with you today, tap on here. So let me introduce myself. My name is Peter Greenlaw. I've been a nutritional researcher for 23 years, wrote 4 best-selling books, 20 shows on PBS, interviewed on the 4 biggest daytime shows in America, and have lectured all around the world 1,500 times at places like the Harvard Club in New York. I was a keynote speaker at Autism One in Chicago, one of the biggest autism conferences in the world. I'm not telling you to impress you, but I want you to understand that I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm called the researcher of the researchers. So nothing that I'm sharing with you is my research. It's other people's research, but our job is to make you aware and bring it to the world. We're going to contrast today 10 peer-reviewed human trial studies that are behind exactly what she did. And we're going to show you other before and after pictures that'll probably completely blow your mind as well. But anybody, please put it in the chat. Hi, Eddie. Hello, Summer. Hello, Shorty. Adele. Kat, Laura. Gloria, Costa, Edie, let's see, Susan, Valerie. Wow, thank you all for joining us today. And now I'm going to put it in the chat at the very bottom for all of you. This is the free website which you can go to at any point, and you're going to see the medical evidence behind everything we're going to talk about today. Now, the evidence, the reason I think that's so important to all of you to understand that everything that we're talking about is completely safe, okay? But again, I'd love for somebody, just put in the chat, do you think it's the same girl? Yes or no? Seriously, I'd love for anybody to answer. Hello, Bob Garrett. Hello, Dolores. Lots of people coming on. Can we get some taps maybe on the screen to get some likes going? We're at 0 right now. Well, I guess I haven't said anything that's of any significance. But again, would somebody like to just come on and comment, is that real? Back in the old days, they say, is that real or is it Memorex? But I mean, look at that, everyone. Do you think that that's fake or do you think it's real? Let me know. I'd love for anybody to, oh, we're getting some hearts now. We're at 30. All right, well, I guess no one's willing to take a chance to say whether you think it's real or it's fake. But it's not fake, okay? Let me show you the real numbers behind what she did. So I want everybody to see that. She lost 21.2 pounds, 38.75 inches in a month. She's not on a diet. She wasn't counting calories. She's doing this revolutionary new approach, which first and foremost is the world's first detox with medical proof proving that this is really detox. It's not, you see these gimmicks, oh, you buy this detox. Well, there's no medical science behind it. It's just an opinion, okay? This is backed by 10 peer-reviewed human trial studies. Now, believe it or not, you think the weight loss is the first thing. No, the number one thing that you want to be focused on, did you all see in the last 3 weeks they come out and said we're storing microplastics in our brain and in our coronary arteries. But what else are we storing in our body that we didn't know about? Herbicides and pesticides and Scotchgard and Teflon and flame retardants, to name a few. The average adult on here right now, so Michelle or the whole Fu or Carolyn or anybody, we all have around 1,000 chemicals stored inside of our visceral fat. The visceral fat is the fat around the organs. So as we drink and breathe and eat these chemicals, the body's taking in these chemicals, presenting them first to the liver, and our livers are now so overwhelmed that they estimate over 40% of Americans have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This may shock you, it may not shock you, but that's exactly what's going on. Listen, also, do you really think diets work? 80% of Americans are overweight, 50% are obese, and 50% pre-diabetic. I had a wonderful discussion this afternoon with a big-time fitness trainer, and he was honest with me. And he tells me that, in their best scenarios, people lose 1 to 2 pounds a week, and that's if they do everything perfect. She lost 5 pounds a week. Look at that, everyone. And understand, she was not allowed to exercise. Nobody in these studies was allowed to exercise. And again, let me emphasize, it was backed by 10 peer-reviewed human trial medical studies in the biggest medical journals in the world. Things like the Obesity Journal, Frontiers in Physiology, in Nutrients, in the Nutrition Journal, in Frontiers in Physiology, and Nature Communications is considered the number 1 or 2 medical journal in the whole world. This is going to make every diet you've ever been on, you are on, you're thinking about going, completely obsolete. I mean, honestly, why would you go on a diet? And I'm going to explain to you why dieting is so unhealthy. And then I'm going to explain to you what she did that's not a diet, that's a detox, okay? But just ponder that for a moment, all of you. So User 197, Lori Lynn, Soprano, Susan, Sunday, Kay Cook, Lizzie Lou, Wawa, etc. Now, look, if I don't call your name, I just apologize. I'm concentrating so hard because I know most of you, like, you want to get on and off in like 10 seconds, but this is not a 10-second answer, okay? When I explain to you what she did, she did what the researchers created. Because, see, the researchers who created this, they have been, for the last 40 years, they've done over 100 studies, thousands of people on every diet you could name, and they came to 2 conclusions. First, every diet, every time people lost weight initially. Notice that word initially. Point number 2 was every person that they found that lost weight gained back, well, 2/3 of them ended up weighing more than what they started with. Let's start with that. But every person gained everything back. And when they figured it out, what was really going on, that on any diet, okay, that you're on, it has nothing to do with counting calories. Your body has no idea what a calorie even is. So this whole nonsense around calories in, calories out, energy reduction, it doesn't hold water. The body runs on, you have to have a minimum amount of nutrition in your body so the brain feels comfortable that all the organs are going to get enough fuel, all right? When you're going on a diet and you're lowering the amount of food you're consuming, what else you're lowering, everybody? Nutrition. So these researchers figured this out after 40 years, believe it or not, that if they were going to have something that had been successful, they had to do something that never been done before. Can we increase your nutrition and lower the quantity of food you're consuming? It's exactly what they did, exactly what they proved. So in her case, in everybody's case, they developed a food list of only 30% of what she consumed came from the grocery stores in North America. It was organic. So it was grass-fed, grass-finished. That's very important. Grass-fed and grass-finished meats, fruits, vegetables, carbohydrates, etc. But instead of giving her calorie counts, they calculated serving sizes because they wanted to really concentrate just on nutrition. You got it? So 30% of what she consumed came from the grocery store. But here was the thing that separated it. They found, because the researchers created this, they don't have any products. There's no product to buy. There's no lotions, potions, capsule. This is food groups. But the other foods came from other researchers who had gone to the far reaches of the world, including in areas where people were living to be 100 plus and not getting sick. And they brought these nutrients back. It's not something you can buy in your grocery store. They've been doing this for like 20 years. But these researchers who created this found these researchers. And these people had gone to Russia, Mongolia, to Tibet, South America, New Zealand, to bring back these incredibly powerful nutrients. So now 30% of what she consumed came from the grocery store, the other 70% from these food groups from around the world. And then they created 2 new ways of consuming it. 5 days a week, she was eating 4 times a day. So she started with these exotic foods from around the world. That was her breakfast every day, lunch from the grocery store, dinner from the grocery store, and a fourth meal after dinner from these world's most perfect meals. So that was 5 days a week. That's called protein pacing. Then 2 days a week, this will spin you out of control. She did something called intermittent nutritional fasting, not intermittent fasting, not water fasting, not time restricted eating. On those days, no food from the grocery store. But in this case, she was having these foods around the world 8 times a day. What? Yeah. So look at this. As a matter of fact, in a month's time, when the research measured, they found that people's hunger had gone down 41% in 30 days. In about 2 weeks, people's cravings, 40% gone. See, the main reason to do this is the detoxification. This is what causes unbelievable weight loss. Now, let me explain to you in a moment. So the research did blood, stool, urine, and fat analysis, measuring what was coming out of the body were herbicides and pesticides and Scotchgard and Teflon. And the point is that what the body's doing with these chemicals, once the liver can't handle them anymore, once the body stuffs the chemical in the fat cell expands. That's why so many of you complain to us. It's not just how much weight you've gained, the amount of fat on your body, it makes you unbelievable. I just talked to a lady today, and she was just talking about the fact that she's really got muscles, et cetera, but now it's all covered up by fat. And I just want all of you to understand that what we're talking about here is 100% safe. It's absolutely backed by these 10 peer-reviewed studies on what she said. So let's review. What the heck did she do? 30% of the food she consumed, she got a grocery list. And these are the top weight loss nutrition physiologists in the world, rated the top people, right? So they determine which foods, what quantities, based only on nutrition. That's the only thing you should ever base anything on. Why are you counting calories? The human body has no idea what a calorie is. You've all been brainwashed. Calories in, calories out. It's all about calorie reduction to lose weight. No, it's not. That's total horse manure. Horse manure. You hear me? Your body doesn't have any idea what a calorie is. As a matter of fact, I'd love someone to tell me the definition of what's a calorie. Any of you, you're counting calories. Why? No, why are you counting calories? Please tell me the definition of a calorie. Anybody? I've had one person get it right in the last 2 months. I didn't know what it was either. So again, if you'd like to share that with us, it'd be great. Or not. But here's my point. With 80% of America overweight, 50% obese, 50% pre-diabetic, does anybody really think that the diets are working? I mean, you can think whatever you want, I suppose. You can have whatever opinion. But the thing is, now we're getting huge people like Harvard Medical School about calorie counting. Listen to this. Stop counting calories. This is Harvard Medical School. It's not me saying this. They said the idea of a calorie in, calorie out when it comes to weight loss is not only antiquated, it's just wrong. Says Fatima Stanford, obesity specialist, Harvard Medical School. Stop the calories notion, Stanford said. It's time to concentrate on what's in the food, not how much food we're consuming. These researchers had nothing to do with Harvard. That's exactly what they did. They did it. Look at the results. Now let's look at some more people real quick. Look at Julie here. Let me click. Okay, sorry. 37 days, 35 pounds. You can see there, October 3rd to November 9th. Look at her face, but look at her waist. Look at her legs. She literally is shrinking. How many of you would be excited about that? How many of you ever lost 35 pounds? AJ, you're on. Wow, terrific, fantastic. I've got people helping me. Yeah, look at that. I'm Kiki. The body doesn't. Yeah, of course not. How would the body know what a calorie is? I want any of you to tell me the definition of a calorie. So if you don't know it, how does your body supposed to know it? You got to understand this is the most cockamamie scheme ever on planet Earth. Calorie counting is just nuts. I wrote the first darn book on this in 2010, 15 years ago, called Why Diets Are Failing Us, with one of the most prominent medical doctors in the country. And we quit. We said, why are people counting calories? The human body has no idea what a calorie is. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. What the body cares about. And what these researchers proved, the only thing you should be worried about in your body is you have enough nutrition to run all your organs. Do you or don't you? Well, part of the problem is even if you do organic, even if you do all organic, you're barely at the threshold of enough nutrition to run all your organs. Yeah. I mean, they research a bowl of spinach. It's Cornell University. Iron levels in spinach. And that, spinach, Popeye's food, right? From 1953 to 2000, the iron levels in spinach have decreased. You ready for this for everybody? By 4,300%. That's not me saying that. That's Cornell University. So what are you all doing? No, seriously, what are you all doing? You're limiting calorie. I mean, has anyone told me what a calorie is yet? You just got to understand how crazy this is. Now, the next picture I'm going to show is the daughter of a friend of mine who's a realtor. I know her. None of this is photoshopped, okay? Wait till you see this. How about that, everybody? 60 pounds in 3 months. 60. 5 pounds a week. Not this. And the trainer was very honest. He just said, best we can do is 1 to 2 pounds. That's ideal. He said, and that's the top end. When they do things perfectly and they work out and they watch their salt, and they drink water. Well, look at her. She's not going for that. Based on their formula, for her to lose 60 pounds, it would take her 30 months. I'm sorry, no, 30 weeks. 30 weeks, not 30 months. I misstated. But look at that, everybody. Who can tell me what a calorie is? No one's answering. So Jungle Fingus, let's see, Bob Lewis, I'm Kiki, live, follow. Wow, we got 2,700 hits already? You like what we're sharing with you? Now, let's look at some of the men. Now, you're going to think this is photoshopped. I know, because people tell me all the time, look at this, everyone. He lost 40 pounds in a month. That's 10 pounds a week and 52 inches. But that's the least important part of his story. Look at his lab work. His A1C went from 8.4 to 6.4. Triglycerides from 242 to 124. I just had someone on another thread questioning me about, well, 2/3 of people. He's wrong. It's not 30% of Americans are pre-diabetic. It's 50%, by the way. So, I mean, we're talking about something here that it sounds crazy that you'd think his biggest thing would be the 40 pounds. Least important. Look at his stomach. There you go. Look at his stomach. Now, you can think, it's hard to suck it in that much. You can see how relaxed he is. So if he's holding it in, he's going to be tensed up. I know you all think this is probably Photoshop. It's 1,000,000% real, everybody. This is a gift. I didn't create it. I didn't invent it. We're bringing it to you. We're making you aware of it. Again, I'm still waiting for someone to tell me the definition of a calorie. And AJ, you don't count. I know you know. So don't let them let them tell me what a calorie. 3,000 likes now. It's going crazy. Good, everybody. And then look at Andy, everybody. 45 pounds, 60 inches in 30 days. And again, look at his lab work. His A1C from 7.9 to 6.2, LDL cholesterol 120 to 59. What are you all doing? Seriously, what are you all doing? You're counting calories. You're doing keto, paleo. Just tell me what diets you're on. I'd love. Emery, it takes to lose a pound. No, that's not right. Take another guess, Nitos. Nice try. No, that's not it at all. So again, would someone else like to tell me a calorie? What are they doing? I'm going to explain it to you in the Savannah in just a minute. But we're trying to get over this hurdle about people are all count. Would you agree, Savannah, that any diet you're on is some form of counting calories? Can you give me a yes on that? Because this is not that. That's what I'm going to really contrast that against that. But can anybody tell me a diet that they're not telling you that the way to lose weight is calorie deficit? Oh, it's about the energy in versus the energy out. No, it's not. They're talking about thermodynamics, which doesn't apply to the human body. It's a physics term that it only applies to a closed loop. It doesn't close an open loop like the human body. So everything we're being told, I don't even think they're doing it on purpose. Wait till I read some of the studies on diets, the real poor, miserable results, and it's making you unhealthy at the same time. You don't even know it. So basically, AJ, you're right. A nutritional detox which promotes weight loss. Weight loss is like the throw-in, okay? But here's why you can tell what's going on. When you look at day one, you look at her stomach area, that's because her body, my body, your body, to protect us, is taking the chemicals and stuffing it inside those fat cells, and the fat cells are expanding, okay? On day 30, you're looking at, by the way, no exercise. So this wasn't sit-ups, crunches, the gym, saunas. No one was allowed to exercise. They even wore Fitbits to prove they weren't exercising, right? So watch this. So in the studies that they did blood, stool, urine, and fat analysis and proved that this protocol, which I know I haven't explained it to you yet, just hang in there with me. Don't get impatient. Everybody wants to jump off. Well, if you're jumping off, where are you going? You're going back to paleo, keto, the diets that don't work. This does. But effectively, what they proved is that this, through blood, stool, urine, and fat analysis, was assisting the body in removing the chemicals. That's why she shrank. It wasn't because of exercise. The fat cells either expand or contract. And when you pull the chemicals out of the fat cell, they shrink. But you don't lose fat cells. People telling you, oh, you're going to work out and you're going to. What she lost 21.2 pounds, 38 inches in 30 days. So, what the researchers did, these are the top weight loss nutrition physiologists in the world for 40 years, 100 studied thousands of people. If anybody would know, they would. Because every diet they put people on long term, everybody gained back all their weight and more, and 2/3 of the people ended up weighing more than what they started. Okay, that's where we are as a world now, right? So, the fallacy on diets is that the only thing your body cares about, it doesn't care about a damn calorie. By the way, let me give you I want to know what it is already. I have to leave. Okay, let me go fast. So what they did, they figured out how to increase nutrition and lower the amount of food people were consuming. I know it sounds like an oxymoron. So they created a grocery list for her and for you. You take to the grocery proteins, fats, carbs, vegetables, and fruits. But only 30% of what you consume came from the grocery store. The other 70% came from foods where other researchers, not the one that's created this, had gone to places like Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand, to find food groups, in some cases, where the people were living to more than 100 years old and not getting sick, that had huge amounts of nutrition, but not huge amounts of food, right? So that was the key. 30% from the grocery store, 70% from these foods from around the world that you can't buy at your grocery store. Then they created 2 new ways of consuming. I'm going really fast for you. I don't want to lose you. 5 days a week, she had 4 meals a day. She started with these exotic foods from around the world, lunch from the grocery store list, dinner from the grocery store list, and a 4th meal after dinner from these foods from around the world. 5 days a week, 4 meals a day. That's called protein pacing. 2 days a week, she did something, listen to me carefully, intermittent nutritional fasting. Not intermittent fasting, not water fasting, not fasting in any form. On those days, no food from the grocery store, but Grammy, she was able to have 8 meals a day only from these foods around the world. The results speak for themselves. Look at that. Let me ask you something. How excited would you be to lose 21 pounds in 30 days with how about 38 inches? It's not fake. This is absolutely real. Is that, sweet, oh my gosh, Australia. Wow, fabulous. Just tell me how you're doing. So, Grammy, does that make sense? Grammy Day? Savannah Girl. So, Savannah Girl, are you saying that you understand now? Grammy Day, you understand? I explained it to you. And look, for all of you, Grammy Day included, here's the free website. I'm going to put it at the bottom for everybody, the New Health Conversation. Let me make sure I spelled it right. The New Health. Yeah, I did. So that's a free website where you can go and Grammy Day or any of you, Savannah, when you go there, we will not contact you. We don't do that. But if you like what you see, you can scroll down and get a free coach for the whole time. It's not up for debate. I mean, I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's better than that, right? But look at Grammy. Look at this. How about that in 37 days? 35 pounds. Look at the change in her body. Oh my, wow, listen to this. This is our friend in Australia. She right there. I didn't know she was going to come on. Sweet Sarah Bakes, okay? She's lost 30 pounds and how are you feeling? Tell her, oh my God, this is wonderful, everybody. This is live. I had no idea she was going to come on. So Grammy or Savannah, I'm sure any of you can ask her a question. Had you ever lost this amount of weight ever before, sweet Sarah? Ever? And how much different is this than any diet? Tell them all. We have a real live person doing it. She was on my TikTok, I don't know, 6, 8 weeks ago, something like that. I had no idea. She's in Australia, for crying out loud. I think, let's see, it's got to be like 8:30 in the morning there, I think, or close, if I'm right. Right? Am I close, sweet Sarah? But look at what she's saying. This has changed. Oh, it's 7:32 a.m. Okay. But look, she's saying look at her. She's talking about this. Have you ever seen anything like this, sir? I'm in Australia too. It's 7 a.m. where I am. Okay. Nikki. Hello, Nikki. Hello. Welcome down under. My hushed. I'm not quite sure what my hushed is. What does that mean? Sweet Sarah, clarify. Oops. Oh, okay. My husband is doing it now too. Oh my gosh. Oh, Grammy, see, look at all of you. Doesn't this encourage you? Doesn't it inspire you? My God. Do you know, Sarah, there's a way that I don't know if you could do it, but I'd love to bring you on live. It's from your end. I can't do it from my end. When you show up, I can click and I can let you in because I'd love for you to just talk to everybody. Nikki, they have big distribution in Melbourne and also in Sydney. These supplier, it has nothing to do with me. You get it from them. They're actually in. I think now these exotic stuff. They now have it available. I think in like 32 different countries, but for sure it's available. Just request her. Okay, so let me do something here. Sweet. Let me see if I can do that. See translation, pin, mute, block, report, copy. It doesn't show me how to let her in though, AJ. I'm not sure how to do that. It's copy, report, pin comment, see translation, reply. There's no like let her in. I think she has to do it from her end. See, they're already asking you questions. We'd love to have you, Sarah. That would be absolutely outstanding. And Nikki, hopefully I answered your question. Okay, here comes a new message. Let's see what happened. Grammy, Mickey, amazing. Okay. Aren't you excited, Nikki? Isn't this great? One of your countrymen is on here. Sarah, we got to figure out, AJ, is there any way you can help me to figure out how we can get her on here? Because let's see, maybe I can can I click on her? Let's see. Follow. Let's see, is there any way? Add moderator. Okay, maybe I can do this. Hold on. Here comes Sarah. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I think we did it. Sarah, are you there?
Hang on a minute. I'm trying to get my camera on.
We can hear you beautifully. If you can get your
Hello?
camera. Yeah, wow, fabulous. Oh my gosh, everybody, look at this. Here she is. She's coming on board. I can hear you perfectly. It's great. Oh my gosh. There she is. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
Right. Do you see the questions they're asking you? Can you see it in this chat? Okay, Grammy said, happy for you, Sarah. Nikki, how do we get the food around the world in Australia? Well, you're obviously getting it, no problem, right? Nikki said, amazing. Yeah. And then Sarah I did it already. So what would you like to tell everybody? Because obviously, to be honest, when you went into this, like everybody, you had a certain level of skepticism because you told me you've tried about everything. Am I correct?
Absolutely. I am 49. I'm obviously in perimenopause. For the last 10 years, I have tried to lose weight. Every diet you can think of. I am an adamant exerciser. I walk every day. I go to the gym and nothing was moving the weight. Absolutely nothing. Calorie counting. Even when I was focusing on protein, I just obviously wasn't getting all the nutrients that my body needed. And as soon as I have started this, I have just, I'm on week, I'm thinking I'm just doing week 11 now. And I have consistently lost weight every single week I've gotten on the scales. Amazing.
How's your husband doing?
Yeah, he's absolutely loving it. It's been a little bit tricky for him. He's not overweight, so he's doing it just for
to
the
detox,
health benefits.
To detox and the health benefits, right?
The inflammation, the eating healthy, just the staying on the plan. And I'm been supporting him because he'll get home from work and he's got the 4 p.m. munchies and he just wants to eat, bad food, and that was his habit. So now he's not doing that. And yeah, it's absolutely, it has changed my life, Peter.
And so also share with everybody how important it is, the coaching and the blueprint for success. See, they all want me to give them a simple answer like what foods, and I mean, just tell them how important it is. And again, you can contrast that with all the other diets you were on.
Yeah, the 30-day. So when you get the R2M protocol and you get the blueprint for success, every day you get to click on a little video that will talk to you about what's happening in your body or how this is affecting you, or if you go off the plan, this might happen. And that really helped me. Every day I looked forward to that little pep talk, I would call it. And I keep saying to my husband, you've got to listen to what's happening every day to your body, because it's so scientifically based that you're hearing all this information. And so that is playing on your mind when you might have a craving. Even though I can be 100% honest, I am a baker. I have a part-time business and I bake all of the bad things. And I have not had one craving because my body is getting all of this nutrition and hearing about what could happen to my body when I have that stuff as well. I just think I don't want all those chemicals and those nasty things in my body. So it honestly,
Yeah, just so you know, everybody, this is our good friend from Australia. She's talking about her results. She's lost 30 pounds already. She tried everything. She couldn't lose any weight. I mean, look, I don't think people appreciate that this really is making every diet obsolete. Do you agree? Would you ever do a traditional diet again?
1,000. I would never ever, and I can tell you this right now, I will never stop doing this. I will do it until I physically can't anymore, or I don't have any money, or I'm, you know what I mean? Like we are saving so much money. We're not eating takeaway.
Someone would like to join with us. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on for a minute, sir. So, Grammy, I'm going to let you in here, I think. Hold on. Let's see if we can let you in. Try again, Grammy, because it didn't work that time. So Grammy Day saying happy for you, Sarah. She was going to jump off, but now you've intrigued her so much. But I think, look, also, how important has the coaching been?
Oh, Colin is absolutely amazing. If I have a question, he gets back to me so quickly. I've even got a friend, and her husband is suffering from quite bad mental health issues. And so we're trying to get him on board as well. And with Colin's experience with that, he's going to try to help navigate my friend's husband through this as well. So um, the coaching is invaluable.
So you agree that, like, when I say, is that the same girl? You know it's the same girl, right?
Yes. I mean, my body has changed so much. I have so many people saying, what are you doing? Because it has been such a large loss in a short period of time that people can't get their head around it. They're like, oh, are you taking a jab? Are you on these weight loss medications? Absolutely not. I have been there, I have done that, and I will never ever go down that path again. No way.
And I want everybody to know, Sarah can tell you, I'm not paying her for this testimonial. I had no idea. I had no idea she was going to come on today.
No, I've been looking for you because I haven't seen you for ages.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm so happy that it's Monday. It's Monday for you, I know, but listen, everybody, right now. So AJ, did you want to ask her a question? So AJ she actually just got started today, Sarah. She's probably been on 10 or 15 of mine. She's been huge support for me. And I don't know if she's there or not, but maybe she can put it in the chat. But I mean, the thing about it is, Sarah, that I think you're proof positive. There's nothing like this. There's nothing to compare it to. Would you say that's true?
100%. 100%. And it's funny because I'm eating so much more than I ever have. But it's all really clean food, and you're just giving your body so much of the nutrients that it needs that you're not looking for anything.
So
So,
Nikki, since I mean, would you like to come on, Nikki, and ask her some questions? We can just click on it and we'll let you in. It's another one of your countrymen, Sarah. She's an Aussie as well. But we're getting, we've got, it's just so exciting. When I hear this kind of stuff, it's why I get up at, 5 in the morning to do requests and meet with you guys in different time zones. And it's like, wait a minute, what day is it? What the heck day is it, But Nikki, if you're still on, please, I don't know how to let you on, Nikki. That's the problem. You have to do it on your end, Nikki, and then you request,
yeah, you just go down to guests.
go down to guest
If you,
on her.
yeah, if they touch guests and then request to join, I think.
Nikki, just go to guest and request to join if you're still there. But I'd love for you to be able to talk to Sarah live. I mean, this is like, but you got to understand, everyone, this is pretty normal. This isn't like some aberration. And she knows that because she's been on my TikToks and she's seen these before and afters. And, I started out today, Sarah, with this, right? That do you think it's the same girl?
Oh, 100% it is. It is. Like I'm literally looking in my mirror and I could see the changes and the muscle as well, the definition in my arms, and honestly, I'm lost for words when I think about this program because it's a little bit it's not difficult, it's a lifestyle change. Okay, so everyone keeps saying to me, you're on this diet, and I'm like, it's not a diet.
No.
This is 100% a lifestyle. It's and it's easy once you're on the right track and you know the scientific research behind it and all the proof and all the results. It's just, why wouldn't you do this for yourself? I want to be around here forever for my kids and my grandkids to come.
Right.
And this is how I'm going to do it.
Yeah. So, for all of you that just jumping on. So Sarah's in Australia. She's already lost 30 pounds. She tried every single diet. I think she's 49 years old, premenopause, all that stuff. Couldn't lose an ounce. And this thing is just blowing her away. I mean, and look, all we're asking people to do, go to the website. You can see it right above her head there, the New Health Conversation in blue, everybody. Just go to that website. Sarah, you did that first. How is it true? That website, nothing to buy on that website. We did not contact you, right? We did not contact you.
No, I was listening to a few of your lives, and then you're like, go to the New Health Conversation. And so I went to the website, and it's so detailed. There's so much information. And I literally thought, I don't have anything to lose and I've got everything to gain. So I clicked on that little link and I sent my details away. And then you got in touch with me and we made a time to chat and we had a good conversation about what it was all about. And I just thought, let's go for it. I literally had nothing to lose. I have tried absolutely everything and I've spent thousands of dollars on the injections and different other weight loss coaches and programs, and absolutely nothing has worked. And I thought, you know what, there's a 30-day money back guarantee as well.
Yeah.
If I wasn't happy, I'd get my money back.
Yeah.
So I was just like, just do it, Sarah. You've got nothing to lose other than all this weight.
So
Just to get
who
all the health
so
benefits.
so
Yeah.
who else would like to ask a question? We've got her. We have Sarah live right now, and she's answering questions. She's been doing it. Her husband's on it. I mean, it's so important that we all have this outlet. And it's not. I'm telling you, she's telling you. If you go to the New Health Conversation, we're not going to contact you. That the idea is that medical proof is, if that doesn't convince you, then I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. But we're not in a position to sell or convince you. And right. And I mean, and again, everyone understand when we say, Sarah, is it right? Free coaching the whole time, right?
Free. The only thing I pay for is the products that I want to consume.
Right.
That's it.
Right. So it's not lotions, potions, pills, whatever. It's just, I mean, it's food. Basically, you're eating food. That's what it boils down to. And it would seem like, I know you were a little bit skeptical when you started, but it didn't. I remember you were like, Colin was telling me, he talked to you like after a few days and you were like, what? What's going on here? Right? Am I correct?
Oh, it was so dramatic. Even after the first 2 days, I was like, oh my Lord. And then we did the intermittent nutritional fasting 2 days later. the results, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just going to keep getting better and better. And then so now I'm doing the 5 days and the 2-day intermittent nutritional fasting. And it's funny because I actually look forward to those 2 days, which is, who would
Crazy.
have thought? But yeah, you just, I don't even know how to explain it, but
So Sarah,
I'm
AJ's at she's so AJ's at Sarah. How large are the meals from the grocery store that you're having on your, protein pacing days?
yeah, they're actually they're a decent amount. My husband says to me, "Are you sure I can eat this?" It's a, I eat, and I don't weigh anything, so I'm not that meticulous. I was in the start, but I kind of know now how much I can eat. But I love sweet potato and broccoli, so that makes
It's
up a
on the
lot.
list.
Yeah, so I'll
Well,
have
wasn't
pork.
the so everybody understand? You get a list of foods that she goes to the grocery store as a guide. Um,
Yeah,
did you find that really helpful?
very much so. A lot of the things on there, some I don't like, but I just picked my favorite things, and I will do different things with those ingredients if that makes sense.
Well, there's a lot of choices.
So many choices. So you're not limited in what you can eat. There's a whole heap of groceries, and every week I'm introducing something new in. And because my husband's doing it, he doesn't want the standard steak, sweet potato, broccoli. He might want some capsicum or some cauliflower or
Right,
some zucchini or
right.
whatever it might be. But now we're doing lots more salads and things like that. And I'm loving Greek yogurt, so that's literally my.
Go to.
It feels like I'm cheating when I'm having
You're
I'm
not.
putting everything in my Greek yogurt. And honestly, this is working for me, so I am not stopping.
Well, the thing that I would say is that also I'm really noticing because I haven't seen you for quite a while, that I would say 100% that, your face, my God, you must notice it too. Your face has shrunk so much in,
Yeah.
in the time period. But are you noticing also, I mean, your clothes must be like shrink, are you,
I
right?
Yeah, I don't have any clothes. I bought a pair of jeans a couple of months ago, and I said to my husband, I need a new pair of jeans. And I went into the shops yesterday and I tried on a pair of jeans, 2 sizes smaller than I normally would, and they fit me beautifully. But I'm not where I want to be. I still want to kind of get another month or two, and
Well,
then I
why
want to
not get
start
to
making.
optimum? Why settle for good enough when
Yes,
you can do extraordinary?
exactly. I'm definitely not. So I said to my husband, I'm not spending any money on clothes until I've gotten to where I want to get, because it is literally melting off me.
Well, then her
So
like you can tell that before and after for her. That's kind of what you're experiencing, what you're looking at there in that picture. Am I right?
yep, yep. Everything has changed. Like my legs, my stomach, my chest, my arms, my neck, my cheekbones are starting to come out. So I haven't been this weight for years. I reckon 10 years.
Wow. Wow. I mean, it's just so exciting that I really feel like if you're on this podcast, you all have a chance to hit the reset button for the rest of your life. This is not a diet because a diet always is a destination. Life is a journey, right? Life is a journey. But what other kinds of things you're noticing? How about like energy and maybe sleeping? But what other kinds of things I mean, the weight loss is great, but I almost think
Yeah.
that's like the least important part of the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think the reason my husband did it, decided to do it, is because we went away for a couple of days and it was manic, it was crazy. And we got home and I just got home, I unpacked, I had so much energy that he just wanted to lay on the couch. He's like, I don't know how you're doing what you're doing. Like, I get up at 6 a.m. every morning, I go for a 5K walk, I come home, I do some housework, I start my job, I'll do some baking because I have a baking business on the side. And I'm just like an energizer bunny. I have so much energy that at night time I get into bed and I fall asleep like a log, and I'm asleep pretty much all night.
There you go. We got you in a bigger picture now. I figured out how to do that. So you can even see her better. And I just think that for all of you, if you're listening in, because this is also going to go out across social media as a recording, but I don't want to keep you much longer. You've been wonderful for all of us. But what would you say to people as far as, kind of just inspiration in terms of what's really possible? Because what you're experiencing, I don't think you thought was possible. Am I right?
No, you are right. I never thought I would feel happy when I looked in the mirror. I've always had problems with self image and thinking I'm always overweight, and that's something that's been on my mind all the time. So, doing this and noticing the results, I mean, I had nothing to lose and absolutely everything to gain. And it's a journey, it's not going to happen in a month, for a lot of us, if you are, overweight, like I was, and I still am, I have a way to go. But if you are just sitting there thinking, oh, maybe not, oh, no, I'll do it in a month, I'll do it, no, I'll just forget about it, just do it. Like, you honestly had nothing to lose. You're going to benefit so much from it in every aspect of your life. Yeah, I cannot praise this program enough.
Well, wow, you've been just wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad I found, because I haven't seen you in probably a month or more. I mean, Colin keeps me
Yeah.
informed about how you're doing because I've been so busy doing this kind of stuff, et cetera. But I just think, well, let me ask you something. How could you not share this with other people?
Oh, you can't not. It's funny because people will ask me, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I think to myself, "Oh, do I go down the whole rabbit hole of what I am doing? Do they really want to know what I'm doing?" Because a lot of people are after a quick fix, and I say to people, if you're ready to change your lifestyle, for a good 3 or 4 months, depending on what you want to do, you can have those things down the track. If you want to have a meal, a takeaway or chocolate or whatever, you can. You're not going to not ever have that. But you really want to be on the plan, get where you want to get, and then you can start that maintenance. So it's a bit of a fine line with me when people say to me, "Oh, what are you doing?" So I tell them a little bit, but then I wait for them to come back and ask me more questions, and then I will get more deeper with them.
Right. Well, I can't thank you enough. I hope you'll jump on another call. Well, I mean, Colin keeps me in the loop, but I think having you live and in person is just priceless. And, it's like, this is what makes me do this is stories like yours and seeing people being inspired. And a lot of people say, I never thought I could ever feel like this again. They get older, they think I call it settling for a less than lifestyle because we don't know what else to do because you were doing everything you were trying. Let's say that you were trying everything, but nothing was working. Am I right?
Absolutely nothing. I would lose a couple of kilos and I would gain a couple more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you always go through that cycle where you might lose 5 kilos, but then you stop doing what you're doing and you put on six.
Right.
So you're chasing your tail constantly. Whereas with this, and because I've got the mindset now of this is my lifestyle, this is what I'm going to be doing moving forward. It's I just yeah. Sometimes I'm speechless when I think about it because the results have blown my mind. Nothing ever since I've been 20 in 30 years have gotten me such consistent results quickly. I mean, it's not, yeah, it's quick. It is quick. Like, I'm losing a kilo a week, basically,
Wow.
which is 2.2 pounds, I think.
It is. Yeah. 2.2 pounds.
Um, but yeah, I mean, you always, when you're on a traditional diet, they say, calorie counting, you might lose a kilo or two in the first week, and then it goes to half a kilo or point 0.3 of a kilo.
Right.
Whereas this is nearly, I have had a couple of weeks where I have lost point 0.3 of a kilo or point 0.1, but it's always the next week a big drop.
Yeah.
So, but it's always gone down.
Yeah.
The scale has always come down. So, if I have those weeks, I'm like, that's okay. It's hormonal as well. So I'm just doing it. I'm going to keep doing it.
Great. Well, I know it's morning for you, so have a great rest of your day and anytime, come back on, okay?
Perfect. Thank you, Peter.
You betcha. Have a good one,
Bye.
okay?
You too. See you.
I'm back, everybody. We lost her, but hopefully you all got to hear that incredible story and her update, because it's just so important that you know that this is real for all of you. So Tanya or Gaza or any of the rest of you, wow, we're at 4,000 likes. And I know this is going out, it's getting recorded across all my other social media platforms, but who would like to ask me a question now based on what you just heard, that amazing, amazing update from Australia? And I know we had people, we had Nikki in Australia, we got people all over the world. So Bio Girl, I see that you're on, you followed from the live. Hopefully you're here, but I'm here. I'm willing to answer any and all questions, but it's hard for me to top that. And again, for any of you that's still on, because I'm only going to go a little bit longer today. This is my third one of the day, and my voice, I just have to protect it starting tomorrow. But I'm putting it down on the bottom for everybody where she went first. And you heard her say, if you were on, we did not contact her. So we're true to our word as far as that's concerned. We feel like we want to give you the space. I'm here, Southern U.S. Oh, great, Bio Girl. That's wonderful. When you say Southern U.S., East Coast or West Coast, or unless you're in like Arizona, New Mexico, Mississippi. It must be Southern U.S. would be over that part of the world. So what part are you in? Bio Girl, did you get to hear that whole interview? Oh, Mississippi. Okay, great. Wonderful, wonderful. But Bio Girl, did you get a chance to listen to her? Did you see her sincerity? Okay, and you understand that's from her heart. It's changing her life. It's changed everything for her. I mean, in our world, she's lost. I think she's now lost over 30 pounds. And you heard what she's saying. So she's still losing a couple pounds a week. She's got more to go, but it's really important. So, Bio Girl, do you understand right above your name there, the New Health Conversation, and above her head in blue, you can see it's the New Health Conversation. That's what she was talking about. Go there, look at everything, and then if you want, scroll down and you get a free coach. She was talking about her coach earlier in the conversation, as well. But if you want, if you don't have to, Bio Girl, but how much weight are you on a diet now? Are you thinking about a diet? Are you trying to get ready for summer or graduations or weddings or whatever it might be? So how much would you like to lose? And I'll give you a realistic estimate on this protocol with no exercise, how fast I think you could do it. People are always shocked when I give them the real answer. They just can't believe that this is even possible. But I will check it. I'd like to lose. Okay, so what if I told you, Bio, that probably in the first 4 days, you're going to lose 8 to 10 pounds? What's your reaction to that? How excited would that make you? Easily the first month, you're going to lose 25 or 30 pounds. Easily, maybe more. Because keep in mind, Kristen there you're looking at, she only had 35 pounds to lose and she lost, well, you can see right here. Look at this. She lost 21.2 pounds and 38 inches. So I'm thinking you're going to lose close to 30 pounds in the first month. But that would be great, right? And understand it's healthy. And number two, you heard her talk about she's gaining lean muscle without even being a workout. Now her husband's on it. He doesn't need to lose weight, but he just wants to get healthier. That's all that really matters. So again, Bio Girl, what I want to tell all of you, if you go to that website, we're not going to contact you. We do not contact you. Only way that we'll contact you is if you contact us. And you can scroll down or not, but we're showing you everything up front. So we don't have to trick you. It's not like, well, if you get a coach, then we'll show you how it works. No, that's not true. And she even said that everything, what she was able to do by going to the website, she felt really comfortable that she said, heck, it's a pun. She said, what do I have to lose? Well, she has a lot to lose, but she's losing it, So anyway, so Bio Girl, go there, check it out. And you control your destiny, not us. I want everybody to understand that. That website is for all of you. That website's for humanity, because anybody on the planet, we want them to be able to, you don't have to be on my podcast to go to the website. I mean, it's free to go there. We won't contact you. We set it up so we wouldn't contact you because number one, we don't have time. If we had to explain everything to you, we'll answer all your questions if you do decide that you want to pursue this more. But there's no obligation. The coaching's free the whole time, because here's the key. It's not about getting the weight off. It's about being able to keep the weight off for the rest of your life. That's why it's called R2M, race to maintenance. Does that make sense to everybody? So Bio Girl, I really think we can help you. I really, really do. And who else would like to ask me a question before I close this out? We're at 55 minutes. I'm going to probably go 5 more minutes. I'll go longer if you need be. But AJ, wasn't that amazing? Does that give you even more incentive? If you're still here, AJ, I think you probably are, but I'd love your comment. Wasn't she just great? And you can tell look what's so cool about when you have things like that. It's totally sincere. It's authentic. I had no idea she was going to be on. She's in Australia at 7:30 in the morning. That's what's so great about TikTok. It goes all over the world. It's just crazy. Yeah, 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 yes. I can't wait for the protocol. And you could see how genuine she was. Okay, so Savannah, as far as the cost, you're going to probably spend about as much as you are in a month's worth of food, because only 30% of what you're going to buy is from the grocery store. The other 70% comes from these food groups from around the world that she was talking about. So Savannah, did you hear her whole interview or most of it? I'm just curious. Because remember, you're going to get a grocery list, and you're going to be buying way less food. Well, you probably 30% or less than the food you're buying right now. So that other part of your money probably offsets the cost, your total cost of food for the month. And you heard her saying that oh, good. So Savannah, just tell me, did you feel like it was completely sincere? You understand that wasn't a sale. I mean, she's right. I mean, it wasn't a plan. So did you feel it was really sincere, Savannah? I'm just waiting for you to type. Oh, good. Savannah, I'm really curious, because that was a great, great opportunity. I'm going to encourage more people actually to do that with me, because it's better than me just yakking all the time. Let's get some other people in there. But what would you say was 1 or 2 things that you felt really kind of piqued your interest, at least to get you to go to the website? Was there anything in particular that she said that was very impressive, inspiring, motivational, whatever you would say? Savannah, I'm talking to you. See, this is so great, because we're having like real conversations with people. I mean, it's just crazy good, you know? Wow, we have 4,200 likes. Thanks, all of you, so, so much. So again, Savannah, I'm just waiting for you to type in. I just asked her, she was just on this interview with this nice young woman in Australia that was just raving about her results. Yeah, isn't that incredible, Savannah? It didn't stop. And but also, I think some things about the fact, like, she's not going to buy any clothes because she's shrinking so much. Wasn't that good? Wasn't that funny? Because I always, Savannah, when people ask me about what's the cost of the program, I always say, no, you don't understand. The program's not expensive. It's the new wardrobe you're going to have to buy. I'm serious. People shrink. Well, look at her. You can see that there. Look at that. Do you see her stomach? In 30 days with no exercise? I mean, yeah, laugh out loud. Oh, no, it's not a joke. But Savannah, I have to tell you, most women tell me, they go, Peter, no, you don't understand. I can go shopping in my own closet. Really? They make me laugh. See, we should be able to have fun with this. Yeah, it's pretty heavy science and whatever. And I wanna share with all of you, not to waste your time, but I want you to understand now, it's not your fault. Wait till you hear what Medicare is saying about diets, about calories in, calories out, okay? Listen, yeah, Savannah, very impressive. So all of you, I want you to just listen to this. The title, this is from Medicare. Medicare's search for effective obesity treatments. They went on to say, diets are not the answer. Isn't that shocking? Here's what they said. Our researchers reviewed studies of long-term outcomes of calorie-restricted diets to assess whether dieting is an effective treatment for obesity. The studies show that 2/3 of dieters regain more weight than they lost on the diets. In summary, there's little support for the notion that diets lead to lasting weight loss or health benefits. So why would any of you go on a diet? Why? This is insanity what we're doing. You just heard what some of you did, what happened to her. I mean, or the girl in front, but look at more evidence. Julie, 35 pounds in 37 days. Look at that transformation. Now, you'll be impressed with this, Savannah. Wait till you see this. This is the daughter of a friend of mine who's a realtor. I want your reaction to this, Savannah. 60 pounds in 3 months, Savannah. What do you think about that? Look at her face, look at her arms, look at her stomach. What, seriously, Savannah, what do you think about that? And it's not photoshopped. My God, just look at her arms, look at her face. Is that crazy, Savannah? How excited would you be? And that's with no exercise, Savannah. All of you, no exercise. Yeah. But Savannah, where's the loose skin? Savannah, where's the loose skin? All of you, look at that. By the way, that was 8 or 9 years ago, that photo. She's kept it off for 8 or 9 years. That's really important, Savannah and everybody else. You understand that. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, well, again, we want to inspire all of you. But all we're not even, well, I guess hopefully we're inspiring you to, that's right above her head in blue, the New Health Conversation. It's free to go there. We will not contact you if you go there. We don't have time to do that. We're coaching people. We offer free coaching, free coaching. Wow, we're at 4,900 likes, almost 5,000. That's awesome. That is just totally awesome. Okay, so now, one last question from any of you, and I'll spend whatever time, if you want me to explain it more in detail, whatever. So who else would like to ask me one last question for the day? And then if you want to know, tomorrow I'll be on live, starting probably at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that's 10:30 Central, 9:30 Mountain, 8:30 Pacific. And I don't know what time it is in Hawaii, but people are probably sleeping. But this is going all over the world. Like you said, we got people in Australia, we got people in England, we got people in Ireland, we got people in India. I mean, it's just great. It's wonderful. And the thing that I'm really proud of is the fact that we stay within community guidelines because we don't give you opinions. We're not making claims. We're reading from the medical studies and the medical proof. What you're looking at is the absolute medical proof. Well, I'm going to show you one last picture then for all of you. Now, I know Savannah, now this is a guy, but still, he weighed 360 pounds when he started. This is exactly 50 days. Wait till you see this, all of you. He lost, can you all see that? 75.6 pounds, 64 inches in 50 days. So that's like 7 weeks. Look at his stomach. Look at how much his stomach went down. But look at his blood pressure, 149/81 dropped to 103/64. I mean, this is real, everybody. That's not photoshopped. All right, well, I guess no one else wants to ask me a question, or I scared you off, or I made you mad, or whatever. Yeah, Bio Girl, wow is right? See, people that jump off too soon, they don't get I don't usually hold this back until the end. Because if I showed you that in the beginning, everybody would get off thinking, oh, that's unhealthy and whatever. But it's not. Wow, 5,300 likes. Well, everybody, I want to thank you all for being on today. I hope this has been inspirational for you, and I hope that you will take the time for yourselves. Go to the website, look at the medical proof, and then we'll go from there, all right? Thank you, AJ. Really, thank you. Thank you, Bio Girl. Thanks, all of you wonderful people. Savannah, thank you all for being on here. I'm really moved, and I hope, here's my wish, all right? Bio Girl, all of you. I wish all of you would join me in the New Health Conversation, because I wrote this line in one of my first books, and I said, imagine in the future, legions of the sick marching on the hospitals when there won't be enough doctors, nurses, beds, or drugs. Didn't we just go through that? What I want to do here is to educate people and create legions of the well, that we can help the legions of the sick. Maybe I'm crazy. I want to change the world, but I can't do it by myself. That's where all of you can come in and just, if nothing else, just pass on the website to your neighbors, your friends, your coworkers. I mean, you don't have to be on my podcast to go to the New Health Conversation, okay? All right, everybody, I'm going to sign off now. And like I said, I'll start tomorrow, probably at 11, not probably, I will around 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. In Sarah's case, it's tomorrow. So hello for tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.